Okay, so the plan for today is pretty simple. The start of the season is coming. I think on Tuesday, next Tuesday, the start of the men's Santos to the Under. The women's race already started before then, but I want to play through the actual STDU race, the Tour Down Under 2026 on PCM 25. So that is today's plan. Parkour-wise, 6 stages starting off with a 3.5 kilometer prologue. That is kind of unusual for this race. Then a flat stage in Tanunda, and actually this climb right here, Mangler's Hill, is not super easy, goes up to 8%, and I think that's where last year Welsford dropped a little bit, then had to come back to the peloton and eventually won the stage, or I could be imagining that. Stage 3 is quite fun. We've got Norwood to Uradla, that's a weird word, 147 kilometers medium mountain stage, and I think these last two climbs are the corkscrew climb, which it's not the longest climb, does have steep portions in it, but finishes on a plateau, so maybe a versatile sprint. Then stage 4 is sprint stage, okay. Stage 5 is the Queen stage with twice Willunga Hill at the finish, but also one at the start, but this one won't really matter, so it's all about the final one, to be honest. 3.3k at 7.6%, and in PCM it's not the most selective climb, so it's all about finishing at the front of the peloton and being in good position and trying to outsprint the others. That's kind of the vibe. Last stage is a versatile sprint in Stirling. This is not for people like Welsford. This is more for people like Matthew Brennan, I think. Maybe in real life it's more selective, but in PCM it's definitely not that selective, I would say. Let's go through the start list. UAE Team Emirates, 7 riders per team. We've got Narvaez, Adam Yates, Jay Vine, Molano, Bjerg, Oliveira, Stockelengen. So a really strong team. Vine and Narvaez are definitely going to be in pretty decent form, and Molano's actually underrated. Like, stats-wise, he's pretty good, 77 sprint, but in real life, I swear in 2025, he podiumed half the races he's ridden, so really solid sprinter for this race, I would say, but I'm not going to play with UAE Team Emirates. I'll get that out of the way first. Jaco Alula with the likes of Ben O'Connor, Luke Plapp, so 2 potential GC options, but we rode with this team last year in our playthrough on YouTube. And outside of that, not really feeling the sprint options. Kellen O'Brien, Rudy Porter with 65. There's no real sprinter here. If anything, Mauro Schmidt and O'Brien are the only ones that can do a bit of a sprint in this team. So I'm not feeling that. Very odd to see Welsford and Haig in the colors of Ineos Grenadiers, I'll be honest there. Ben Swift as lead out together with Samuel Watson. So very strong lead out for Welsford. Also, Watson is pretty good for the prologue. So I'm liking that. I am loving the idea of riding with Red Bull though. Danny Van Poppel as sprinter. Yes, he's a pretty dirty sprinter in real life, but he's also pretty solid. 77 sprints, so that is an option. Together with Piffy as a lead out plus also a versatile sprinter. So that's likable too. Fisher Black, I would say GC rider. I think he got top 3 last year in this race. 76 hill stat, 70 sprints, so even in a versatile sprint, we can try and get bonus seconds with this man. I don't know about you, Chad, but what do you think is the best 2026 shirt on the market right now? Because NSN is fighting for it for me. What a beautiful kid. Corbin Strong, 75 hill stat, 74 medium mountain, 73 sprint. Very solid rider for GC in PCM. In real life, probably a little bit too difficult for him, but I reckon on PCM you can win this race with Corbin Strong. Ethan Vernon as main sprinter with Jake Stewart as part of the lead out. Visma Leasebike. We've got Matthew Brennan. He's the favorite for every sprint stage in this race. Let's be honest about that. He's the best sprinter in this race. On Pro Cycling Manager, Welsford is also worse. So Matthew Brennan is also the best rider for the sprints on PCM. There we go. Red Bull Bora Hansgrohe is our squad for this. And stats-wise, it is pretty clear that Fisher Black is our leader and that Van Poppel is our sprinter. So that is our goal here. But when it comes to the prologue, actually, we've got Fisher Black with 77 prologue. So that's a really good look for the first 3.6k prologue. 8th favorite with Fisher Black, so that's good. Fisher Black is starting. Let's go on, not 90 this time. Let's do 88 from the start. This is our most important rider, RGC rider. So jumping into the last 2 kilometers of this prologue. 88 seems to be perfection. 89 now. Let's bring this home. Last 1.2 kilometers. 91, 90, 88. Drop it down. Oh, there we go. Ooh, that is not great. 16th only. That is quite disappointing. Jay Vine is the winner of this first prologue by 1 second over Watson and also the first wearer of the awkward jersey. Getting 13 seconds down on 32nd place is not good. Stage 2, or technically stage 1, because stage 0 was a prologue. Yes, it's complicated, I know. But the first actual road stage is a sprint. Matthew Brennan is the favorite, but we've got a solid chance with Danny Van Poppel, who is the second favorite. So that should be doable. I want to compete. I want to try and win. I think it's possible. That is our goal. So Danny Van Poppel, let's take a W. We've got a flat sprint finish. Climb with about 15k to go, maybe 10. It's not the longest stage. It's not the steepest climb either. We should be able to get over that quite easily, and it's also not hard enough to put Welsford in trouble on this stage. We've got a breakaway of 4 riders, Romele, Marsman, Chamberlain, and also Michael Leonard. I do like Van Poppel having a +1. I enjoy that. Drisners is part of our lead-out. Who else is part of our lead-out? Piffy as final man. Echevarria has 73 flat stats, so he can do stuff too. So I think I will use probably Tuckwell as protection for now. Thornley with 74 flat stat +3. 77 flat stat for this man. And he's a youngster. That's crazy. In terms of the finish, it is completely straightforward, except for the fact that, from memory, I think there's a corner with like 2 kilometers to go. So we got to keep that in mind. I'm going to go on to 85 now to try and take the front of the peloton. Got to keep ourselves in a good position on this climb. Losing a few spots, but we're still looking okay. There we go. Over the steepest segment. Visma on the right. We've got Picnic on the left side of the road with Welsford in the wheel. Bro thinks he's still on Picnic. And it's a 99 descent, so we can go full in this descent, so that's nice. 8 kilometers to go. We do Energy Gel on Thornley. Drisner's doing 99, keeping the team at the front with 6.5 kilometers to go. Looking perfect. Echevarria can take over pretty soon right now. There we go. Drisner's is done for. Energy Gel on Van Poppel. Our train is doing pretty fantastic. We've got Visma flying past on the right though. That is not brilliant. Not brilliant at all. And they're flying with... Wait a second. Brennan is not in the wheel of Fiorelli. Ay, 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 Visma. What is happening, buddy? What is happening? Thornley right here is ready. Let's do 19. Sprint, 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 sprint. Biffy in the wheel. Let's try and come forward. Brennan's looking fantastic. Biffy goes. Van Poppel in the wheel. Thornley can stop sprinting. Van Poppel is in the wheel of Biffy. 1 kilometer to go. There we go. There we go. There we go. 1v1. 1v1. Brennan on the right. Van Poppel on the left. Oh! Brennan comes around and Molano. Is he going to beat us? No, he doesn't. Second place for Danny Van Poppel. We just did not have the energy. But what is Fisher Black doing? Close the gaps. Close the gaps, please. I think there might not be a gap there. I'm hoping there's no gap there, okay? I'm hoping. There is the man, Matthew Brennan, on the podium of the Tour Down Under. He takes stage 2, and we finish second place, so that is not fantastic. It is the second best thing, but I was hoping for that W, especially because our position and our lead out looked pretty solid there. The question is, what are the gaps? There's no gaps. Oh la 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 la. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Brennan is the new leader of this race, so I'm happy for him. I reckon actually with 75 hill stat, Brennan might be able to win this race on Pro Cycling Manager. Genuinely think that's possible. Anyway, on to stage 3 then. We've got Norwood to your relay. Every time that word comes up, I say something else. A stage that is not a pure sprint. We've got 3 medium mountain / hills on the parkour. The last climb is the corkscrew climb, roughly 2.6-ish kilometers at, I think 7%. Goes up to maybe 12, 13 in places, so it's definitely steep. I am somewhat surprised by the fact that I don't see Fisher Black in this list because the man is definitely good enough to get over that climb. So on paper, he should be good enough to get bonus seconds at the finish line, is my thought, because our guy's got a bit of a sprint. Matteo Hermon Pre says, can Brennan survive the Cipressa, entering in 10th position? Ooh. Well, he can survive Cipressa. He'll live. The question is, can he follow Tadej Pogacar's attack? If he does that, then I would say no. But he can be in the second or third group. And we saw Kanan Groves maybe finishing top 5 in Milano Sanremo 2025. I see Brennan being able to do that right now already. So Depending on how the race happens, if it's a rather passive race, and Brennan gets to sprint for it in a second group that comes back, then it's not impossible for Brennan to win Milano Sanremo, but he's definitely not the favorite right now, you know? Danny Van Poppel with a -1, he was not relevant anyway. Fisher Black with, oh la 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 la, 79 medium mountain, 79 hill, 71 sprint stat, so I reckon we can cook on this one. I want to get bonus seconds at the finish, that is my goal. Just about 3 to 5 kilometers before the climb starts, and our team is in a perfect position. Fisher Black is doing fantastic in the wheel of Echevarria. I'm using a train at the moment, but I think I'm going to switch back to actual protection on the climb. And we're on the climb officially, so that's nice. Corkscrew is right here. Let's try and make it really hard. 96. Fisher Black, move forward, buddy, move forward. We lost a lot of position switching from train to protection, so that's not great. I was hoping to make a move on the climb, but it looks like that's going to be troublesome. Is that the top? Yeah, kind of. Brennan's still looking fantastic, though. I don't like that. Biffy's in the wheel of Echevarria. 99 on Echevarria, 2.7k to go. Come on, come on, come on, team, come on, team, come on, team. Launch right now, Biffy in the wheel. Fisher Black, last kilometer. We're in such a shit position. Is Brennan going to win again? Is Brennan going to win again? We try and come past. Biffy? Biffy? Should have gone for Biffy. Oh, again, second place. That's second twice in a row. Matthew Brennan is still in the lead of the race, and Narvaez is now 6th place. Biffy is 4th place. Fisher Black is 9th. So we got 2 riders in the top 10, but I was hoping to be a little bit closer. Stage 4 is sprint stage. Pretty straightforward one. The game says hill stage. Okay. I don't see that. Narvaez is the favorite. I'm going for Van Poppel on this. By the way, I wanted to ask, is this something you want me to do before every World Tour race? I can't promise that I can do every single one, but for example, a UAE Tour playthrough in February, I think that could be pretty fun on the live stream. 7.5k to go, it's downhill after this, so I can't afford to go 99 with Trisners. Energy on Piffy. Echevarria takes over right now. He's going to do the hill as well, I think. Van Poppel, Energy Gel. 99 might be too much here, might be too much. Let's do 96. I can't afford to go too hard because I don't want to ruin Van Poppel. And we're kind of doing that, so let's do 90. There we go. Fisher Black now on 99 over the top. Pretty perfect, pretty perfect. Echevarria out of the way, buddy, out of the way. Come on, Piffy. Come on, buddy. Let's do this. Fisher Black launches sprint. Piffy in the wheel, looking good. Where's Brennan? He's right there. Piffy goes. Van Poppel's ready. Come on, come on, come on, right now. Brennan on the right side of the road, but no, 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 no. Danny Van Poppel, Danny Van Poppel, Danny Van Poppel takes the stage, finally. Finally. Twice second place, but now we got a victory. That is what I'm talking about. Not even just the first place. We got first and second. Van Poppel and Lawrence Piffy. Brennan gets 3rd place, so he does get bonus seconds, but I'm pretty happy with this. Fisher Black in 10th place, so we're not losing any time. GC-wise, this does mean that Brennan is further away from Fisher Black, so that's actually not great. My goodness, Van Poppel's sprint was so impressive that he literally took 7 seconds on Lawrence Piffy. Ridiculous. I think we still go for Fisher Black. Because Piffy with 73 hill stat is not going to get too far, and we're definitely not going to beat Brennan with Piffy, so we need to go all out with Fisher Black, win the stage, and take 7 seconds on Brennan on Willunga Hill. That is the only way we can win this, I think. But actually, it's not how? Chat, tell me how this is possible. How is Danny Van Poppel a bigger favorite for our team than Fisher Black on Willunga Hill? I'm sorry, what? That makes no sense. Narvaez is the favorite. Matthew Brennan is 2nd favorite. Ay, 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 ay. That is actually crazy. The first Willunga Hill is too early in the stage to matter. The second one is so close to the last one that I think we have to try and smash it. Fisher Blackwood is, oh la 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 la, +2 on the day. We've got 71 sprint stat, not that relevant. 79 medium mountain, 79 hill stat. So that is the best possible thing we could have seen today. Here we go, the climb is about to begin. Willunga Hill, 3.3 kilometers, 7.5%. Mr. Drisners is almost done for. Let's do 95 on him. Tuckle can take over on 90, 95. Gotta make it hard, gotta make it hard. Rest of the team needs to follow though. Brennan is already out of the saddle, so that's good. We want him out of the saddle. That means he's spending red bar. But it also means that Tuckwell is also spending a lot of red bar right now. So not great. Let's do 90 on Piffy. Tuckwell protect or something. Drizzt is done for, but he can try and survive. I don't think we'll be able to make this climb hard enough to really make Brennan suffer, to be honest. So we're getting over the climb, and Brennan is as well. Yeah, okay. That was the first climb. That was kind of anticlimactic, but we'll go back into a bit of a train formation and get ourselves recovered for the final climb here. Once again, the climb is coming at the end of the street. How shall I play this? I think I need to move forward as soon as possible. I need to move up Fisher Black in the train to 3rd position. Onto the climb pretty soon. Perfection. Fisher Black on 85. That is okay. Piffy needs to get out of the way, buddy. Now Echebarria can protect Fisher Black, and Van Poppel is in the wheel for future protection. Let's do 86. 3.5k to go. Should I attack? I think I might generally try to attack. Let's follow Narvaez. Is that a good idea? I'm doing it anyway. I'm in the wheel of Narvaez right now. I need to try and split up the group, so this was a good idea, I think. And I've got Mr. Van Poppel still in the group. I need to keep pacing now. And we've got Brennan returning. Yes, he returned. Oh, that's not great. And now someone else has attacked. Was it a mistake to follow the attack of Narvaez? It might have, to be honest. Van Poppel is dropped. Brennan is gapped. Let's try and sprint right now. Come on, Fisher Black. Let's try and find a gap somewhere. Find a gap somewhere. Brennan is suffering. Last kilometer. Come on. Give me a gap. Give me a gap. We are finishing somewhere. Not winning because Butrago wins. We finished top 5. Butrago might actually end up winning GC here, but I think this is one group. I think there might not be a single gap here. So, following Narvaez's attack was a mistake. I should have done my own tempo, but there is a gap. There is a gap from the group of Fisher Black to the group of Brennan. So that is good. But Butrago is taking 14 seconds. The question is, how far was he in GC? By the way, that shirt is definitely bugged. Completely bugged. Santiago Butrago is the new leader of the Santos Tour Down Under, and we're not even in the top 5. We are not even in the top 5. This is an absolute disaster. It's fair to say this outcome was not the one we were looking for. I was hoping for a better result on this one. 7th in GC after stage 5. A single stage left, but there's no way we can take back 27 seconds to Santi Butrago. Anyway, final stage then. To Sterling, we've got a versatile sprint. We've got Narvaez as the favorite. Fisher Black is now suddenly 9th favorite, but how are we seeing Van Poppel be the best rider in my team for Wollonga Hill, but Fisher Black be the best rider for my team on a versatile sprint? That's a bit odd. Matthew Brennan, 2nd favorite. I'm terrified of that man on this parkour, but we'll be going for either Danny Van Poppel with 77 sprint and 73 Hillstad, or Lawrence Piffy with 75 sprint, 73 Hillstad, so it's going to be Van Poppel. Okay, we've got +1 on Danny Van Poppel. That is perfect. 78 sprint stat, 76 hills. So perfect for the man. Piffy with a -2, so ouch. Fisher Black with a +1. He'll probably be part of our lead-out, I would say. This is the kind of finish where I can't really go 99 with my lead-outs because it is uphill until the line. So I've put everybody on roughly 95 instead. Trisners is going to lead us into the last climby segment, though, in a good position, hopefully. We're looking okay. We're looking okay. We're going too hard. Downhill incoming pretty soon. Echebarria on 99. Is that too much? Perhaps. 96, 97. Right now, you can do that. Fisher Black is ready. He can launch right now. Van Poppel in the wheel. Van Poppel in the perfect. Oh, la, 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 la. Oh, la, 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 la. Look at it. Oh. What do I do? What do I do? Zambanini is right there. I'm going to drop Van Poppel to the wheel of Zambanini because I need to win with Fisher Black. Oh, God. I'm an idiot. Oh, no. Oh, no. I was trying to make Fisher Black win, and Brennan's coming around now. Van Poppel still wins. Van Poppel still wins. I was scared. I thought Brennan was going to overtake us. But we do take seconds here. I think there's a proper gap until the peloton. And Mr. Butrago is on a proper gap. So let's take a look at GC. I don't know what's going to happen here. Danny Van Poppel is the winner of the stage. Matthew Brennan in second place, and 12 seconds on Velasco, 22 seconds on the group with Butrago. So that means we overtake him? No, we don't. We don't. Brennan does overtake him. I think Brennan wins. No, Eduardo Zambanini. Oh my God. I did not expect that. Eduardo Zambanini in the cursed Bahrain shirt is the winner of the Santos Tour Down Under. Matthew Brennan in second place on a single second. Butrago on 2 seconds. And Fisher Black on 3 seconds in fourth. So, oi, oi, oi. So close, yet so far. And sadly, because of this stage, Matthew Brennan also takes home the points classification by a single point on Danny Van Poppel. We basically get fourth on GC and second in points, so that is not necessarily the outcome I was hoping for. When you see yourselves finishing on 3 seconds in GC, you start to wonder, if I had gone for one intermediate sprint and won it with Fisher Black, then I would have been equal with Zambanini already. So 2 intermediate sprints, and I would have won the Tour Down Under. So, lesson learned, never skip an intermediate sprint with your GC rider when the opportunity is there, because you never know how many seconds is gonna be relevant by the end of the race. 4th place in the end for Mr. Fisher Black, and that is the end of the Tour Down Under. But hey, at least we got 2 stage wins.